Thank God. Thank God it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday. Thank God it's Wednesday. And good morning and good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're from. I'm kind of excited. This is my first presentation from after arriving from New York City and my niece's wedding. Some of the particulars I wanted to go over very quick. I want to talk about the flight, exactly what happened on that flight. The bad weather, the storms were coming up from the southern part of the United States with some terrible, terrible storms, and they were having trouble. They had to reroute all the airplanes. All the airplanes had to be rerouted, and they had to punch all the different codes in to the automatic pilot system, and they were having trouble doing that. And then they rerouted it again, and they sent us out on the tarmac, and then we sat for about an hour and a half. Then they shut the engines down. Then they said, forget it, we got to go back to the terminal. And this is common. And we went back to the terminal and we sat around for an hour and a half, maybe two, who knows? You kind of lose track of time on a delay. And then we all got back on the airplane, and then we got out and we taxied to the runway, and then they said that the crew had been timed out, which is very common, more common on international flights than domestic flights. But that's when the pilots or the flight attendants or the stewardesses are timed out. They can only work so many hours before they get timed out. And that's what happened. So we had to come back to the gate. The flight was canceled, but there was no hotels for anybody because it's a weather delay. It's not a maintenance delay. It's not the fault of the airline per se. It's a weather delay. And it's always good when that happens when you're going home from wherever we're going. If this happens on your way to your vacation to the Bahamas, to Bermuda, to Singapore, to Hawaii, then it's a big problem because you've got reservations in hotels, and you've got your vacation is being eaten up, or your holiday, by these delays. But when this happens when you're going home after all your holiday is completed, in this case it was for me, and I didn't really care. I can sleep anywhere, and I did. So the flight was rescheduled for the next day, the 22nd, and we arrived back in Los Angeles at 1 p.m. So these are common occurrences. I'd rather have a delayed flight than take a chance in bad weather. And as far as the crew getting timed out, it's part of the game. It happens. So I just wanted to explain to everybody exactly what went wrong with my American Airlines returning flight from JFK to LAX. It was no fault of the airlines. They sent me an email, and they're going to add 15,000 miles to my account. So I think it's a win-win situation. And you got to see the terminal, the TWA Hotel, which I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. We went there, and there was no vacancy. So as a result, we did some time on the floor. I did. And everything worked out just fine. Today in history, on this day, June 23rd, it's about 66 degrees here in Los Angeles. And today in 1314, I know you're going to be surprised when I tell you this, but in 1314, the Battle of Bannockburn, a decisive engagement in Scottish history. I can't imagine how many people got killed in this. This is like a Braveheart. Anyway, the Scots had a decisive battle, or a win, against the English in 1314. So the hits just keep coming. The battles just keep coming. The wars, the conflicts, the skirmishes, the land grabs, they just keep going. So I don't expect any time soon for peace. And people say, give peace a chance. Why can't we have peace? It's not in the human DNA. It's not in the human DNA. It can't be. This was 1314, and it's 2021, and we still have skirmishes, land grabs, wars, battles, what they did at the Capitol. What do they call it? And wow, it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going, evidently. So that was in Scottish. Go Scots! Go Scots! Go! beating the English in a decisive engagement. They always like to give these wars pretty pictures, you know, a decisive. I don't know if an engagement where everybody's getting killed is any kind of engagement I'd want to be involved in, but a decisive engagement in Scottish history, 1314. In 2006, we lost the producer, the famous Hollywood producer, Aaron Spelling, passed away in 2006. I don't know how old he was. I know he was old. He was more than 25 and less than 200. And he was famous television producer. And he had the Mod Squad, the Family. I don't remember the Family. Charlie's Angels, the Love Boat. Oh, the Love Boat. And Fantasy Island, the little person. The plane. I don't know if you saw that one. And Beverly Hills 90210. Very successful. And I'll tell you how successful he was. I was up in Beverly Hills driving around, and I actually saw from the street, of course, his residence. And this house was so big that it had just a private driveway for deliveries. This is how big this house was. Just like deliveries, like corporations or companies have. This is how big the house was. It was huge. It was just huge. I can't imagine how tall you'd have to be to change a light bulb in a ceiling at this guy's house. A private driveway for deliveries only. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Bring money. Well, you wouldn't have to tell him to bring money. He's already had a lot of money. And of course, his daughter is... his daughter's the one that hangs around with Paris Hilton. Aaron Spelling, I don't know what her first name is again, but she's... And in 2016, the United Kingdom decided that they didn't need any more of the Brexit. And this is how childish this is. They were part of the European Union, but for some reason, they got to still use the pound, the English pound. They were in the European Union, and they were able to... For some reason, or how they arranged it, we're still able... Is that 7 minutes already? Come on. It's not 7 minutes. See how fast it goes? Is that 7 minutes? Anyway, the English was part of the European Union. They're the first country to exit the European Union. But they were able to use the English pound. You're in the European Union and you get to use your money? You don't have to use any European, what do they call it, euros? I don't know, but 51.9% voted to get out of the European Union, 51.9%, and 48.1% said stay. And as usual, well, I don't want to get into it. Those are the numbers, and that's what happened. Those are the three things that jumped out at me. Just a few other items. I got this from my sister Bobby Ann. This is happy birthday to John Wolf from Austin, Texas. One of my new friends, John Wolf. Very influential comedian and actor, writer, and producer. I got to meet him, and we broke bread. We went and saw Harold and Maude together even. And we left that seat between us empty. We didn't sit, together. We went together, but we left that seat empty. I sat on the end, I like to be on the aisle in case I have to get up and use the restroom. And he sat one seat after the empty seat. So I just wanted to clear that up. We didn't sit together. And when we went to the bathroom, I went, and then I came back, and then he went. We didn't go to the bathroom together, and we didn't sit together. All right, this is Buc-ee's. I got this from my happy birthday, John. Miss you. This is Buc-ee's from Austin, Texas. Everybody in Texas knows about Buc-ee's and some other states. If you haven't heard of Buc-ee's, you got to go. I want to go back. As soon as I get back to Austin, I'm going back to Buc-ee's, and I'm just going to park the car. Maybe I'll get some gas. There's like 160 pumps or 260 gas pumps. I mean, just park the car, crack the windows, and spend the whole day at Buc-ee's eating beef jerky and pulled pork sandwiches and a beef brisket. You name it, they got it, and shirts. I'm just gonna do all my shopping at Buc-ee's, and this is this keeps your beverage cold or hot, I guess. I don't know, but there's the Buc-ee's logo. I thought it was a squirrel, then I thought it was a beaver. It's no. At first I thought it was a squirrel, then I thought it was a otter, and it's a beaver. If you look at the, from the front, you can't tell. It looks like a squirrel, or it looks like a otter, or a seal. It could be any damn thing, but it's a beaver. Buc-ee's is a beaver because of the big wide tail. The big tail, and that's how you know. So this is nice. I got this. I wanted to bring this up. These are things that I use today in the garden area. These hold your glasses on, and you put them on like this. If you wear glasses, I can't stand when I see people doing this, every second, every second they're going like this. Use these, and you wouldn't have to do this every 5 seconds, and you put these on and they hold them to your face. For you people that need glasses and you want to do some athletics or maybe some gardening, or maybe you want to beat somebody up, put these on and it'll hold your glasses in place. Just a little thing that I used it today. I have 2 of them, but I haven't used them in quite a while, but I'm glad I did today. What else do I want to show you? This is a bonsai. This is an artificial bonsai. This is not a real bonsai. I think I got this in Chinatown. Now, this is for you people who aren't sure you want to get involved in a bonsai hobby. Get an artificial bonsai first. Put it someplace where you can see it on a regular basis. And if you like it, maybe you'll try and get a real one. But in the meantime, get yourself an artificial... What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? Get yourself an artificial bonsai. And this one is... I don't see it, but I know it wasn't made in Oklahoma. And this is just a nice addition if you're not sure if you want to get involved in bonsai for sure. But what I wanted to show you today, I just got some more stickers in. If you're interested in these stickers, you can Venmo me $1 and I'll send you some stickers, as many as you want. They're only $1 because, I complain about the cost of everything. So why am I going to charge more than $1 for a sticker? It'd be stupid. It's just a sticker. What do you want? What do you want to rip people off? Anyway, that's not my agenda. Anyway, the real thing I want to show you today is I finished my vaccination plaque. This is a copy. Again, this is a copy of the vaccination certificate. The real one I keep in my passport in case I have to get a booster shot. Hopefully not a booster shot in the future. This is a copy, and these are the Band-Aids. The top one was the first vaccination, and that was on May 7th, 21. That's when I became a sheep. That's when I became a sheep. I did what the scientist told me to do. 5/7/21, and that was the Band-Aid from, I believe it was my left, or was it my right? It was one of my shoulders. And then the last Band-Aid, the Band-Aid on the bottom, that was a vaccination on 5/27/21, both at Walgreens. Walgreens did a great job, and this was done in Austin, Texas, in Oak Hill, the hill country. And these are the pens that I received. Actually, I took them. I figured I deserve a souvenir, and I got my souvenir pens. And this is something that I'll always be able to remember from the Great Plague of 2019 and 2021. So and it was difficult too. I used sewing string, so white thread to hold the pens in place. And I tell you, it was difficult to get. So when I pulled the Band-Aids off, I mistakenly pulled some hair off my shoulders, and it was difficult to remove those pieces of hair from the Band-Aid after I removed it. But if you look closer, you might be able to see a hair or two. And I did the best I could, and I think I got most of it. But so there it is. That's the. I don't know whether I'll put this on a desk, perhaps, or maybe on a cadenza, or a bureau, or top of a refrigerator, maybe in front of some other pictures on a you go into somebody's house sometimes, or I can also hang it. I can also hang it on a wall. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but for now I'll leave it on the surface. Surface, surface. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. It's good to be back in California. It's very, very beautiful here, and very, very, very just mild weather. It's just very nice, and I hope you're having very good weather where you are. And to the recap, in 1314, the Scots had a decisive victory in an engagement with the English, beat their heads in, I guess, and one of many, many skirmishes in that time period. 1314. Hi, honey, it's time to go to war. Is it? Oh, wake up, honey. It's time to go to war. It's time for another battle. Oh, I'm not healed from the last battle. I'm missing an arm, and I got to go now. Anyway, in 2006, we lost Aaron Spelling. I wasn't a big fan of Charlie's Angels. Come over here. You're gonna, I'm not a fighter. I'm not violent. But if a woman approaches me and I'm gonna do her in. I'm gonna defend myself. And how hard can it be to take charge of a Charlie's Angels? And in 2016, the United Kingdom leaves the European Union, and they have that clown over there that can't brush his hair, whatever his name is, running that place. So have a great day and enjoy it. Tomorrow is Thursday. Today is Wednesday, hump day. And just remember, remember to keep on remembering. And just remember that, what do they say? The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Yeah, that's it. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And if you remember that, that'll help you in any kind of problem you might have, whether it be at work or at home, maybe with a neighbor, maybe with a disgruntled landlord. Who knows? Oh, this is 17 minutes. What is this? 18 minutes? I didn't say anything. It's got 18 minutes. These people are going to be climbing the walls.